Hey everyone, it's Lee Mulcahy here with the SAT Initiative. We're going over some word problems and let's go ahead and get started. So, first question is basically there's this guy named Travis. He wants to donate some toys. Very nice of Travis. And so, what he wants to do is he's going to want to multiply the 9 dolls that he buys times the price. So in this case, it's going to be price times quantity. So we got the D, which is the price, times the amount he buys. Alright, and then the toy cars times 2, because he's buying 2 of them, and then 3 times T. So we got each of our components here, price times quantity, price times quantity, price times quantity. And now the question is asking what represents the total cost. And so we're going to want to add them. Alright, so our answer choice is C. Alright, on to the next one. So now, this question, a little bit simpler, but we got to slow down and think about it. So it's saying, which expression represents 4 less than half a number n? So, at first glance we would think, okay, 4, and then it says less, so we're going to do 4 minus 1 half. But we're a little bit smarter than that. We're going to slow down and think about it. So 4 less than half a number n, half a number is 1 half times n, and then they're saying 4 less than that, so we got to take away 4. So our answer choice is B. Alright, on to the next one. So Renee is going bowling, and the cost per game is 2.5, or $2.50. So we're going to multiply 2.5 times the amount of games they play, and then we're going to also add in that 1.5 because they only need to pay for bowling shoes once, and that has to be less than the amount of money that she spends, which is she can only spend up to $16. So we're going to write this inequality, and then we got to solve for x, and we have to remember that x is going to be a whole number. So we're going to have to round down probably. So we're going to subtract 1.5 from both sides, divide by 2.5, and so we get x is less than or equal to 5.8. And so we have to round down to 5 because she can only play 5 games, because if she plays 6, she's going to spend too much money. So she has to go with 5. Alright, so 5 is our answer here. And now for this question, we want to look, there are 243 adults and children at a theater. So A, which is adults, and B is children. So A plus B is going to be equal to 243. And then we want to slow down and see what the next equation needs to be. So there are going to be 109 more adults than there are children in the theater. So that means that we need to think, is it going to be, who needs the 109? In order to equal out to adults, do children need the 109 or do those adults need the 109? It said there are 109 more adults than children, so that means in order to be equal to the adults, the children need that 109. Okay, so children plus 109 gives us the amount of adults. Okay, those are our two equations, our two unknowns, and there's our answer. Alright, next question. Alright, so this table shows the relationship between corresponding values x and y. Now, you're going to be tempted to, pick some answers, but you want to check each answer. And so what I did is I made a table to consider each possibility. So, the first one, add 3 to an x value. So I put up a table over here of what that would look like. You see, oh, the first one works, but the second one doesn't work. So that doesn't work. That whole answer's out. Now let's try the next one. Subtract 3 from the x values. Okay, that one only really works for 3, so that's out. Okay, now we're going to divide each x value by 3 and add 1. So that really doesn't work for any of them. And now we got our final answer choice here. where we're going to divide by 3 and subtract 1, and we see that that actually works for all of them. So our answer is going to be D. Alright, cool. Well, good job, guys. I think the key here is for you to slow down and read the question and see if the expression that you write and the math that you do needs to match up with the words that are on the page. And so you need to slow down and think about, you know, what makes sense, and that'll be the trick. Is if you slow down on the word problems and get it right. Okay? All right, that's all I got for this section. Thanks so much for tuning in, and check out the next video.